to you moment. It's fine.
I have one that's kind of like...
Okay, go ahead.
I wouldn't tell my mom, probably.
Probably not.
Okay.
Does she watch your podcast?
So what did the tampon say to the other tampon when they cross paths on the
See you next month.
Don't be so gross.
Nothing. They're both stuck-up cunts.
Nice. Oh, I was thinking vampires.
I like that.
Yes.
They're both stuck-up cunts. I like that.
Am I allowed to say fuck on here?
Yeah. I'm going to actually do the little intro right now, I think.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Get us
intro.
a- get us
Intro.
Get actually talking
Wait,
on the
wait.
podcast.
Yeah, but I am going to use that for... I'll chop it up. I'll make it a thing. Intro.
I should have been a drummer. I should have.
Yeah, put a couple of them down here. Yeah, there you go. Woo, it's gold, y'all.
Those are actually laundry tokens.
There's a couple gold ones.
Those are the laundry tokens.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you're putting down. You can't have my Apple Watch, man. I ain't doing you one over. Nope.
That escalated quickly.
Wow, that happened fast.
Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay. Welcome to Confessions of a Rock and Roll Wifey. Woo! Tonight I have another rock and roll / metal wifey with me here. The beautiful Jasper.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hi guys.
She's also pretty funny too.
She's a
That's what they
lady.
say.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah, we like her. She's okay.
They
Yeah.
actually fed me at least 4 cocktails before filming, just
Totally true.
And then we just let her go.
yeah, they're like,
Bribery.
have fun.
It's a system. It's a system of open bribery.
yeah.
It seems to work.
It always
It's
works.
great.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are still laughing, so.
Yeah, so we need to settle a debate. Will this
Okay.
bounce?
Well,
Oh,
maybe.
it's kind of scary. It didn't really. Oh, okay. There's a technique.
You gotta. Well,
What if
let's
you
make
flip
sure
them?
these are.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
You can flip them too. That looks so great.
You're doing it wrong, Darren.
Ha!
No.
So I also have
It's the frog.
my friend Darren here, which I did say.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's like, bing.
Nobody blames you.
And we're having a good time.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
Hi.
So Jasper is a adult model. She's in the industry. She is a sexy OnlyFans. What do you call it? It's
Content
a participant.
creator.
Oh, okay, content creator.
That's their fancy name.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And she's got like one of those. Is it high percentage or low percentage that you want to have? Higher, right?
What do you
With
mean?
the top whatever percent that they do.
Yeah, no. So top 4% is a good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the lower your percentage is, the higher you are on the rating scale.
Okay. I see.
It's like
Contributors.
tiers. It's like tiers.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 1% would be like really good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That's like A league, and then there's
Oh.
like 2 to 3 is like B league, and then
Mhm.
she's climbing from C to B.
You know, from bushes to trees.
Yeah, from Bush's baked beans
Yep,
to
whatever
fucking
you wanna call it.
bandicams. I'll
Yeah.
tell you
Hey.
You
what.
know,
It's
top 4%,
progression.
it's like, you know, whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
I was proud of it, but thanks for
So-
dumbing it down.
Oh,
How
I'm sorry,
would one
but that was
subscribe to this OnlyFans?
Oh, yes, please do. JasperNYX, JasperNYX for my OnlyFans. And don't forget to follow
Go
me
there.
on Instagram.
Insta.
Instagram, and that's the same. It's at
Oh, yeah.
JasperNYX
Official, yes.
official.
Yeah, because I had actually some people create a fake Instagram profile of me, and then they created, you know, the website Wix, where you could like make your own website
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So somebody
WYX.
made a website on Wix and was
Stole all your pictures and stuff.
yeah, they stole my pictures, but then they
Oh.
were redirecting with a link to another site that looked like OnlyFans. It was like My Free Fan or something. Looked totally sketchy and stuff, but I looked at it and I'm like, bro, if you're gonna make a fake profile on me, can you at least use my good pictures? Because the picture they used
That
was
wasn't
like,
even my good side.
yeah, I was like, why the fuck would you use that picture for
No.
a fake profile? Like, I'm actually kind of offended.
Right? You're like, I may have been okay with a fan page
If they
if
actually
I
did it
can
right.
approve the photos before
Yeah.
Look at my
each
wiki
time.
link.
Yeah, if they
and
did-
get
that was-
my, approval.
Yeah, because I mean, at
Rude.
least
Rude.
it was very rude. I was very offended. I mean, not that
It's
they,
weird though because you're almost flattered, but you're like
Yeah, I'm like,
offended
oh.
because you don't want that to happen. Obviously.
Well, yeah, no, definitely don't want it to happen. But I'm like, well, if it is gonna happen, like, at
Use
least
the
use a
good
good
ones.
photo. Oh my God. I mean, how are you gonna get people generating traffic to your fake site to pay you money off of my shit when you're using that photo? It's terrible.
Hey, you know the worst part
Well, they
is?
liked it.
It's a dude.
Probably.
Oh, trying
The
to
worst
talk.
Honestly-
part is a dude.
Honestly,
Maybe,
apparently
yeah.
I'm really big in India. Don't know why, but it was probably a guy in India
Yeah.
trying to generate
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah.
Sorry if that was like too much for
It's
people.
not racist. It's not racist. It's just that's the way the
It's just a fact of
Yeah.
the matter, right?
But yeah, so it's JasperNYX official on Instagram and then JasperNYX on OnlyFans.
All right. That's awesome. I think that everybody who is listening and watching should go do that right now. And we mentioned that you're a metal wifey.
Mm-hmm.
I like to use that word, wifey. It's fun.
waifu. I prefer waifu. But I'm
It's
into
fun.
Japanese
Because
girls.
I mean, like, it's maybe a little offensive to call us the bottom bitches, but we're kind of the bottom bitches.
Well, yeah, I think that's implied with the wifey thing because
Yeah.
it's like it implies that you are literally like the partner,
In control.
well, you're the right hand man,
Mm-hmm.
but you're a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're the
Thank
one that
you.
they gotta watch out for if they start fucking coming up on your
Who
husband.
runs the board?
Yes.
The queen.
I'm just saying,
So
my
I'm
husband
saying.
is like scary and stuff. So if anybody like was trying to get at him, they're probably pretty gnarly, and they won't even realize that they're about to get a fucking knife in their neck.
Oh yeah, we've actually had a
Okay,
situation.
we're being
Alex and I have had a
serious.
situation
That's how
about
fucking
that.
gangster I am.
Oh, dude.
If somebody's trying to hurt my husband and my family, I will
Yeah.
come up like a
Should I
sniper.
Yeah, no, you
start
don't.
calling you
But the
El
thing
Jefe.
is, the thing is though, is like these girls are like, oh well, you know, like I don't care, throw yourself at him, like be a little fangirl, do your thing, you know. But the moment that you disrespect me and what I have with him is like when I draw the line. And we had an incident where he was like, oh, did you know so and so? And I was like, oh hi, you know, I'm his wife, and she didn't even shake my hand back. She was like, I know. I was like,
Oh, that's rude.
okay. And girl kept staring at me, trying to still get at him. And I told him, it's like, if girl comes back around, I'm gonna knock the bitch out. And she kept coming around, and so I turned around and I was like, you need to stay the fuck away from my husband
Right.
and me,
Why
or we can
am
take
I
this
here?
outside.
Well, I was more talking about if somebody was like doing a home invasion.
Oh yeah,
or,
no,
like,
I'm talking
something-
about fucking my family, like
Jesus.
homewrecker shit.
I'm like,
No, but you probably wouldn't.
No,
think
homewrecker
I'm
shit.
putting on my
Yeah, no,
condoms
dude.
at this point,
No,
too.
but still, those girls need to watch out too because I will cut a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Good for you.
Go.
You gotta protect your own.
And I'm gonna be dexterous, so
Wifey
you gotta look
power.
out for both sides.
Now
She'll
that's-
be like, you see this hand? Watch out for
Boom.
the other one.
Yeah.
the bathroom, I think. I had it on the JBL and just plug it into the
You're good, Margaret.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
the power strip.
The strip of power.
Strip of power.
The power. Get me out of it. Get out of here. Where's the power of the stripping?
It's Irish. We're in Ireland right now, not Austria.
That's true. True.
Dude, I totally missed that because I accidentally stopped it, but I got it on
Why
that.
Well, okay, Irish.
Start over.
Oh, it's always about the power.
No, you're
It's
supposed
about the power.
Okay,
The power of the
You have to
Scottish.
go.
to
Ooh,
Scotland.
first.
Whee! Power.
Still wrong.
Who's that for me, Lucky Charms?
Wow. I like the marshmallows.
Thank you.
But seriously, your Austrian accent was pretty legit.
Thank you.
No. That wasn't it.
No.
No, let's hear it.
Yeah.
What, do you want to hear it?
The Arnold impersonation.
Yeah.
Come on. Fuck you, asshole.
No.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't even know
Come
this.
on, do it.
I can't even do
Come
it.
on, bend
I can't
over.
even with you
Take
right
it.
now.
Take it out.
Oh my gosh.
Take it.
It reminds me of, what is that? I
That's
Love You
Austrian.
Man or
I
whatever.
know.
Yeah.
But we're in Ireland.
Okay, well, I'll try to be a little more lilty then.
Okay, that was a little bit more Irish. It was a
I'll try
Scottish.
to be a little more lilty then.
Ew, no, don't do that.
Just a little bit up and down.
There you go.
Because the Scottish are all fucking stunning dude.
I
Just
dated a
straight
Scottish
dude.
guy for like a year and a half, I
Did he
think.
wear a kilt?
He did on
Do you like
formal.
boots and dresses? Like that?
No, he on formal things that we did, like company Christmas parties were formals, and
Yeah.
he wears kilt. But
They have a
The-
sporting?
they don't wear underwear under their kilts, by
No,
the
they
way,
do not.
because
Not when it's proper.
I found that out.
That's definitely
hard
not
way.
Irish, by the way.
At one of our company Christmas parties. It was a Scottish owned company, so all the guys were wearing their kilts, getting smashed,
Yeah.
and
As you'll do.
there was two guys sitting on a couch, smashed, sitting like guys do, and their balls were hanging out.
The flat tires, like old flat tires?
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was looking at. I just knew. I would turn to the guy I was dating. I'm like, why are they not wearing underwear? He's all, because we don't. And I'm like, you're not wearing underwear? He's like, no.
Oh.
I don't know if I like this anymore.
Oh, that's
Well, the SEA, you talked about going there, like the rim fairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scottish folks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I used to be part of one of the Orkneys, which were Scottish Viking type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in terms of like the role play.
Yeah, they're the
So-
ones that invaded
Yeah,
Great Britain.
yeah. So they had like the dark kilts of doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we would walk around. But what I would do is I'd take a glow stick and
Oh my
tie
gosh.
it, and I'd walk around going low, right, gets a little lower, and I would just walk real low. That worked. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
For chicks,
Yeah.
not me.
Oh, Rat! One of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
Rat? Oh yeah, I used to jam with Rick Stratton, who was like the original rhythm guitarist, but he sold coke
Yeah.
back in the day. Like he was a huffer.
He was the dealer.
He was like a huffer.
Spray paint
No,
or
like
penises.
he was a seller. He was a dealer.
I never
He was
heard it called a huffer.
You
Well,
call-
I don't know. Maybe I'm old school.
Is that what it was
Yeah,
called
it was
back
called
then?
a huffer, a humper, or a
Oh.
huffer. And,
Oh,
and
interesting.
he pissed off the wrong people, and they smashed his hand.
Oh,
His
and he
left
can't
hand,
play
they just
guitar anymore?
bashed it, and so he got really good at like figuring out a thing, but he knew song structure,
Yeah.
and so yeah.
That's a
lot
really
from
cool
him.
story.
Yeah,
I like that, but
Yeah.
huffer, huh?
yeah, huffer,
Interesting.
huffer.
Yeah.
That's what you call 16-year-olds trying to get high off of spray paint.
Yeah, in
Oh
our
yeah,
day.
yeah. Well, that's I
Yeah.
guess that's a new term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just call them drug dealers.
That'll do.
Yeah. I mean,
That'll do.
no beating around the
That's
bush
the
with that.
biggest damn Rottweiler I've ever seen in my life. He did.
He did?
Yep.
Oh.
Austrian Rottweiler. That thing was as big as my hip.
Whoa.
That's not very big.
And he had the whole noises like, and the dog would just like go, oh, I'm gonna eat your face. Yeah.
He would make the noise, so like dog command noises?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like a own little dog secret language.
Totally.
Do you feel like you're never going to get that last 5 minutes back of your life?
Well, no, I just want to know, have you ever seen the smallest Doberman of your life?
Rottweiler.
Okay.
Come out.
I've seen mini pins.
I'm in a
Those are like
completely
the small
different
Doberman.
conversation here in my head.
Okay, Darren, tell everybody what you're making for us. What's the drink?
Well, it's known in America sometimes as a Ghostbuster.
No.
Okay.
But it's
Like
also,
Slimer?
Yeah, like
Slimer.
Slimer. but
With the
it's-
red eyes?
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
because
also
this is
known,
how it sits.
Yes,
It kind of looks like a Slimer.
That makes way more sense.
yeah, but it's
Ghostbuster.
also known as an Irish ghost. Which
Okay.
is
But
a
maybe
teacher for.
Slimer was an Irish ghost.
One could, yeah.
He's green.
He's green. And he's a ghost.
And
What if he was the Irish ghost? We don't know. Did Slimer even really like
We should look
big
into that.
words?
I don't think he did.
Is it kind of like Scooby-Doo where he's like, "Roo."
Rubber Reggie.
He
Yeah.
would just go through you,
Yeah.
and then you would be slimy.
I think he was Irish.
I-
I gotta see. They probably don't even have that
We
back
need to
character
research
building.
this.
That would make a
Back
lot of
character
sense.
character building for Slimer.
I
Right?
can't imagine
What-
they did.
Let's-
Slimer needs a backstory.
He does. They never, they
We
should.
are gonna create a Slimer backstory right now.
And they should.
What is
And
it?
they
He ate a lot of hot dogs.
He did. Slimer. Is Slimer. Doesn't even have it. Slimer? No. Slimer
Slimer
Ghostbusters Irish? If it says yes, I'm going to
So what goes in it,
pee
Darren?
myself.
Well, this is orange Smirnoff, which I infused with a little vanilla.
So it's vodka?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you can make this out of Jameson.
I have
Who
something
wants to
to
do
say.
that?
Okay. And then Midori?
Midori, which is Italian melon liqueur.
Yes.
Supposed to be kind of like watermelon, but it's basically green,
Mm-hmm.
which is what we're going for.
And I haven't drank that very much. That has alcohol in it too?
Very little.
Okay.
Very,
What does
very little.
Midori?
Oh yeah, it still has booze, but
It's booze,
not-
but it's
like a mixer booze, like triple sec stronger.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
But
very
yeah.
mild. And then it's got a little blue curacao.
We're pretty much drinking Slimer martinis right now.
Yes. The little the blue makes the green a little greener.
Dude, if I had martini glasses,
Plus it's
I
an
love that.
orange. It's an orange flavor.
That would have been better, huh?
yeah, I think that should be more of like
Yeah,
a ghost martini. I don't know.
That's why it's called an Irish ghost, because Slimer's a ghost and
Yeah.
it's green, basically.
Yeah.
And
that's my guess.
I actually have why it's named that.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Let's hear it.
Did you get why it was named an Irish ghost?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is the deal. It just came up when I was looking to find out if he is Irish or not.
Okay.
So it says Irish Ghost Ghostbusters. This is from fandom, like the nerdy people from it. The Irish Ghost was a
This is actually
ghost
pineapple.
ruining a St. Patrick's Eve party. He was easily captured. He has little screening time, so least is known about him. But during a St. Patrick's Eve banquet in New York City, an Irish ghost manifested in the diner hall with several other entities. The Ghostbusters were called to capture them. During the bust, the Irish ghost possessed a turkey, but Winston Zeddemore slammed a bowl on it and trapped it. So it's actually, the Irish ghost is actually from Ghostbusters. But it's just not Slimer, it's another dude.
Another dude that's Irish.
Yeah.
But they just made it green.
They crashed, it's the ghost that crashed the St. Patrick's Eve banquet. The Irish ghost was a semi-solid entity, and when Winston slammed a glass bowl on it, the ghost took the form of the bowl instead of passing through it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what we're drinking right now, guys.
Yep.
A semi-solid entity. Well,
That sounds like a blowjob to me.
What the fuck?
well.
Or
what they-
sex by the beach, or whatever.
Something, huh? The blowjob is actually, it's a shot.
Is
And
it?
there's whipped cream on it, and you put your mouth on it and you drink it.
Oh.
That's a blowjob.
Oh.
And a sex on the beach is actually something completely different.
Okay.
So we can't name it those.
It's, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's already got a name.
Oh, but I
Darren,
don't.
quit trying to
What happened?
reinvent the wheel, man.
I don't have my red eyes. Oh, that was a
I'm
Oh.
just kidding. Cheers.
Fun.
Make yourself one.
No, I got.
Yeah, make yourself one too.
Oh, yeah, she makes it. Cheers.
I need my eyes.
And I'm not going to say shit. This is your show. I love it.
Okay, first
do
of
it.
all, hello, how are you?
Oh, hello, how are you?
I just can't with you right now. Don't do it.
I'll just shut up then. It's no problem.
No, just don't be Arnold.
Don't be Arnold.
Okay, let me think. I'll be Stephen from Ireland.
Is that even an
Yeah, because
Irish
it's
name?
mine.
Don't put your hand over your face. Talk into that microphone.
Why can't
There
you?
you go.
Why can't you be Declan? Declan's an Irish name.
Declan?
Yeah.
Declan.
It is an Irish name.
That is a very Irish name.
I think their parents hated them though.
that's
Declan,
like,
like
Declan. Like,
you're gonna
it's
deck
like,
them.
Yeah, it's like Hunter or something. The
I don't
Declan.
know being
What did I
hunted.
do with my
Yeah.
papers?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's sexy.
Declan,
Declan.
you're like the clown, the town clown because you get decked all the time.
That's right, but you know best.
Oh, forgot it.
Declan knows best.
Does he?
Of course he does.
I don't know that guy.
That's why he gets mocked all the time. He
Well,
knows better.
I don't trust it.
Fucking Declan.
I wouldn't either. Never trusted Declan.
Never.
We've established that.
Okay. Okay, so I will also post a list of what goes in this drink because I don't think we've gotten a clear view of
I
that.
will give it to you
It's-
quite quickly.
Okay,
It's,
yes. I'll shut up for this one.
Oh,
Oh,
By all means.
well, it's a 1.5 ounce of vodka, preferably with vanilla.
We just got
You can
technical.
self-infuse or just buy it. Then it's 1 ounce of Midori, a splash of blue curacao, 2 ounces of orange juice, 2 ounces of pineapple juice, a shaky, riddle, rattle, and then pour it over a half glass full of ice. Put a straw in it and a couple of maraschino cherries.
Or the brandy cherries.
boom.
These are the best ones. No,
Yes.
those are old school. That's like
The
the
maraschinos.
1950s.
Yeah. This
That's
is
like
19
the Swansons.
this is 1920s.
Yes, that's 1950s. Those are 19, yeah.
Yeah, the brandy cherries are the
You should-
1920s because my favorite gin drink is the Aviation.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
It's an Aviation gin martini kind
Oh,
of thing. It
it's a
has
beautiful drink.
creme de violet,
Ooh.
lemon, and gin with a brandy cherry at the bottom. It's seriously the most delicious purple drink you'll ever have in your life,
Yeah.
and it's all booze too.
Yeah, it's
So
a beautiful
you
drink.
can-
Oh
I
my
can-
gosh! And then with those,
Well, yeah, with the brandy cherry. So you'll have it'll
Ooh, I
be
bet
like
that is
in
pretty.
it'll be like in a coupe glass. It's not like a straight up
Yeah,
martini. It'll be in a coupe. It's kind of rounded martini glass.
uh-huh.
And then at the bottom of it will be a brandy cherry.
Okay.
And it colors
and it's-
it.
Yeah,
and
it
flavors
actually makes it the creme de violet and the brandy cherry make it more of like a little lavender color. So it looks all like girly, but
Beautiful.
it's
And
not
delicious.
girly
It's delicious. It is
because it
very
will
delicious.
fuck you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's a martini.
Well, yeah,
it's
but brandy cherries are for sure.
Nice.
well, that's where you get the color and the flavor from.
Creme de violet.
Yeah. Now, do you like it? I don't mean this in any weird way. Do you like your martinis wet or dry?
Well, I don't even know the difference.
Well, no, I
Tell
like
me the difference.
I like them dirty.
You like them dirty?
Yeah.
That's wet.
Yeah.
Like sweetened, little sweetened up.
No, that's the tartness of it.
Yeah.
You pour the pickle juice in there or the olive juice.
Yeah. Cool. I'm with you.
But
I'm
not
100% with you.
But not with aviations. Aviations are perfect just
No,
the way they are.
I don't. I get it. I get it. I was just talking
But if I was
generic
going
martinis.
vodka martinis, yes, I'm a dirty girl.
Yeah, I like dirty martinis, vodka with the olives and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like olive juice.
So
with,
good.
like,
Extra
give me-
dirty.
And like throw like an extra olive in there plus one of those little fancy little
Toothpicks.
toothpicks but on that toothpick there has to be one of those fancy little like tiny little onions.
Oh, those are little. Oh, yeah. Have you ever been to Oahu?
Oh god.
I actually have, yeah.
There is a martini bar there. I can't remember what it's called, but they specialize in martinis. They have like almost every kind of martini that I've ever tried.
Like
And it's
Cosmo, the bun.
like, they have a lychee one that's like Hawaiian.
Oh, yeah.
And they have one with different liquors and stuff. I remember I've never been to a martini bar like that before, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But I definitely don't like lychee. I learned that. Just
I don't think I've ever had that either.
it's like a fruit. It's like white.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's peeled, but I just wasn't a fan. Like, so that, you know how they
Sounds
put
like
the olive in the martini? They would put the lychee in there
Right,
instead
right.
with the stuff that they use. But I just wasn't a fan. But it's a really cool place.
There's a legit spot down in Old Town. If you're a friend of margaritas,
I love margaritas.
there's a place down in Old Town, and their whole spot, their whole vibe is they've got these old school.
I think I've been there before.
Yeah,
What's it called?
I'm trying to remember. That's what I was trying to think of when I was mentioning this. But you can actually like go online and get the menu, and you can like the people that go there and cross it off. And I'm one of those guys. I'm like, oh, I want to have this shot with this cigar, with this piece of beef jerky, and this root beer.
Yeah, you know what you like.
Yeah, it's I go to Old Town just to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of lame. I get it.
You can smoke cigars there?
Yeah, you go
Well,
to
that sounds fun.
the center of the park and you just have a nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We should totally go and like drink
Yeah.
dirty martinis and have cigars.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
like
down
cigars.
if you guys-
I like to puff.
I know quite a bit about them. And I
About
have
cigars?
quite a lot of them.
Nice.
And I keep them very well. I've got a nice humidor. And,
Nice.
yeah, so if you guys ever want to do that, I'd be totally down.
I think I've
On
seen
me.
you post being at like piano bars and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yo, I
Right?
love
You like
piano
to go to
bars.
stuff like that?
Yeah,
Love
I do.
piano bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you're like,
loungy, like
Yeah,
lounges
uh-huh.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hotel lounges
Oh yeah, no, that's
where
super
you're just
fun.
hanging out. They got the big old chairs, and you're just like, oh, what's
Yeah,
up?
and there's a few places downtown too that do like bourbon or cognac with cigars, and you can like pick up like you could get a cocktail or something, and then like they also have like the giant humidor, the walk-ins where you can choose whatever cigar you want, and then they have a patio where you can smoke them. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
The
very
cigar bars.
Yeah.
You go there, you get a nice drink, you hang out with, you know, it's like a half an hour.
yeah,
thing.
real chill.
It's
Yeah,
just super
it's
chill.
a lot of fun.
You go. I'm the penguin. You know, that's what you do. It's
That's
nice.
what
That's what you do. It's like these goddamn bastards. They're always trying to get at me.
Oh. Are you talking about politics?
It's just whatever it is. Business, money.
Well, I think
politics.
if Rhea and I went, we would not be smart. We would actually have adult conversations.
Oh, I don't do that.
We might do it just because now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spend the first 5 minutes.
Hold on. Let me put on my adult hat. All right. Let me tilt it. All right. I'm ready for adult conversation.
Full of shenanigans.
Well, of course, adult conversations can definitely be full of shenanigans.
So
too.
this is funny. I wrote my notes down on a paper that my kid was like drawing on because I just
Aw.
needed a piece of paper.
He looks like a,
The creative.
yeah.
Yeah. So I figured since it's a St. Patty's Day theme And I'm going to drop this on St. Patty's Day, I think,
Okay.
too, because that's next week, and I still got to get that other
thus
one
the
out.
green hat.
Yeah,
I see.
yes.
You
You're
with your brain
quick.
thinking and
You
your
are
book
quick.
smarts. Yeah.
Yep. We could talk about the history of St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people know it already.
I don't.
But, okay,
I
good.
just know America likes to celebrate something that doesn't belong to them for every fucking country.
For anything, right?
Yeah. Like
an excuse
Cinco de
to
Mayo.
party.
Do you even know what Cinco de Mayo
Yeah,
is?
exactly. It's
Or
Day of the Dead.
tacos.
You know
Margaritas.
What, you know what?
Yeah, tacos
what
and
holiday America does not celebrate for what country?
What?
The French Revolution.
That
Why
is so
would we?
wrong.
July 4th.
Why would we? What?
We celebrate Cinco
We
de
can ask that about
Mayo.
anything.
We celebrate St. Patrick's Day. We celebrate, somebody's birthday that
No,
doesn't even
I give
come
the
from
French
America.
shit. They pulled our ass
But-
out of the Revolutionary War. I
But
give
July
them props.
14th is for the French Revolution.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate that one.
Let's
And,
celebrate
and I
it.
thought French people were stuck up. We're fucking snooty not celebrating their holiday.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
difference
crazy.
though. There's two kind of French people. There's Parisians, and then there's French people.
I think my dog's one of the French people. No, she's a
Yeah.
Parisian. She's super judgy.
Parisians are totally the
Yeah.
same. Oh, oui, oui, bah, 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 bah.
Oh, that's
It's like,
totally her.
say hamburger, bro. Abigail. Fuck off. Abigail. Fuck you.
And they can't even say French fries because they're
I
not
know.
even French.
Oh, French fries.
They're called pommes frites, not
Yeah,
French
pommes
fries.
frites.
They're called pommes frites.
Pommes frites. A croque madame. Fuck
Do you
yeah.
have something stuck in your throat?
A frog, also known as a French.
Darren, tell us the history of St. Patty's.
Oh, well, as far as I understand, very, very limited knowledge. Basically, St. Patrick's Day was when the Catholics were kind of up in the neighborhood, Ireland, Scotland, Britain, and they were chasing the pagans out. And
Damn
so the
pagans.
pagans were known as the snakes.
The snakes.
Well, that was what St. Patty's did.
Yeah, it chased the
But-
snakes out of Ireland.
The history of St. Patty's.
And here I thought
St.
they were real snakes.
Patrick's Day was
No.
not even, or St. Patrick's Day, the day wasn't in there. St. Patrick
Well,
was not even Irish.
no,
He was born in Britain.
yeah,
What?
of course.
Yeah.
Is
And
it-
he was a
is
part
it-
of the Roman Empire.
Yep.
And he was kidnapped by Irish raiders.
And how did he get the
Wow, I
name
didn't
Patrick?
think I
Yes.
didn't even know this.
And he was taken to Ireland and he was in captivity for 6 fucking years.
Oh, so he was thrown into the tower.
And he was turned into a converted Christian.
Of course.
Okay, so
So-
his name's Patrick. He's Roman. Became a British citizen because
Patrick
No,
of.
he was
was.
born
and
in
part-
Britain,
He was born in
but-
Britain.
Patrick
got
was.
taken to Irish.
Patrick was. Just
Or
like
to
King
Ireland.
Arthur, just like
Irish.
King Arthur was our
So where did
Ireland.
Rome come in?
Well, I guess he was a part of the Roman Empire, and he
Patrick
Like
was.
afterwards?
after he was born in Britain,
Oh, so he was like an
a
anarchist.
Catholic or something,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
I don't know. And then he was kidnapped by Irish raiders. 6 years in captivity, converted to Christianity. He then became a Christian missionary. And at this point, he was like, his mission was to get rid of the pagans from Ireland.
The snakes.
And that's where the story, it's like the saying is he was driving the snakes out of Ireland, but really it was that he was cleansing the island of paganism. So he then did a lot of things like that probably were in the name of God that weren't right, to get rid of pagans.
Like cutting people's balls.
Like whatever
Or worse.
he felt that whatever he
It's
felt.
justified.
Yeah. So then he died on March 17th. In
the Ides
year.
of March.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why we
Ah,
celebrated,
that's
because he
Caesar.
died.
The Ides of
Fuck
March.
that guy.
Yeah, that's why we
So
celebrated.
anyway, 461
So
is the year that he died.
461?
That was like only the 460 for the year.
Damn.
First year. From when they could count, maybe. I mean, I feel like life was like happening before that, but who knows? So anyway,
I just knew it.
so
had to do with
then,
Christmas
so
and
get
the
this.
pagans, yeah.
He used the shamrock as
The
a
4-leaf clover.
symbol for the Holy Trinity. So it was the Father, the Son, and the Holy
So it
Spirit.
was a 4-leaf clover.
It was a
The
three.
three. It was the three. The shamrock. That's what they called the shamrock. Is just
Okay,
three.
see, I was wrong with that.
So yeah, and so then,
Maybe the 4-leaf clover was a hall pass. You know,
That's why it was
driven
so
out.
lucky.
so
He did an
after,
extra.
so he was like deemed like the saint of Ireland because they were all wanting to be Christian at this point and stuff, and so they saw him as a saint. And so anyway, people started wearing the shamrock on his birthday, and so that was like their symbol that they were Christian and that they were with Saint Patrick.
But yeah.
And then
they were
it
with
literally
Charlemagne.
translated into them just wearing green as
Yeah,
well.
they were with
with it.
Charlemagne. Charlemagne
Yeah.
became the Holy Roman Empire, which was in Germany at the time. Charlemagne makes perfect sense.
And then a bunch of Irish immigrants went to New York,
My people.
and they were basically like, I guess on his birthday, they were going like pub crawling or something, and it turned into like the parade.
Yeah.
The St. Patty's Day, huge St. Patty's Day parade that they have in New York every year.
Yeah, it's a token.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
that's
they
what that
even
was.
knew what they were actually celebrating.
No, they didn't.
I don't know, because it was the people who were there who were doing it, they wore the clover when they, on that March
Yeah,
day.
it was
So,
probably.
but what were they actually celebrating? Were they celebrating the work he did when he was alive, or they celebrated the fact that Bull is dead?
I don't know.
They were celebrating the Lord.
Doubtful. I mean, he did.
How do Irish people celebrate divinity?
Booze. How do they celebrate anything?
Well, that's what I mean. They were like going to the bar,
Yeah.
but they had his little thing on. So yeah, at that point, even it was probably just a reason to celebrate and party.
Anything, yeah.
So-
Well, that's America.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, they
America.
came here, and
Yeah.
that's what they did, and it was a holiday that they brought from Ireland.
You know.
So it was like, you know.
Well, there's an old saying, why did God make the Irish drunks? To keep them from taking over the world. Because
Wow.
the Irish are wicked with their pens. I mean, the best poets, some of the best warriors of all time have been Irish. But they're hammered. So
Right.
they never got it done.
Oh, they became doctors.
Was he Irish? The guy who said that?
Almost.
That's what I mean.
Maybe Welsh. Maybe Welsh. Maybe Welsh.
Hey,
Close.
don't church it up.
It
Don't
was,
church it up.
it was Gaelic. It was Gaelic. That's all I'm saying. It
You're
was Gaelic.
churching it up.
Yeah, so anyway, I think that it's really fucked up for anybody to try to drive anybody away from their home because they are a different religion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, but hey, I like the color green and drinking cocktails.
Cock.
I would
Cheers.
just
Tails.
like to
Let's
say,
cheers without messing up our cherries.
Cheers. But okay, we were talking about Irish sayings though. How do the Irish say cheers?
That's one of the ones I didn't look up.
Let's look
This
it up.
is the ones that I got.
It's like
So,
something
this
like
is-
Conna la mort,
This
or
is
something
like
that.
Irish slangs.
I
Okay.
don't know
This
what
is
it
people in Ireland. This is how, like, their like language, how they talk.
Mm.
So if they say, "Oh, she's got good crack," and they actually spell
What do you
it
mean by crack?
CRAIC, crack, like
Oh,
It's like crake.
crack,
It's
crack.
crack.
She's
Like
got
me.
good crack.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that means
Yeah.
like if I was to show up and be like, "Hey, does this party have good crack?" or "Is
Yeah.
there any good crack?"
Yeah, it means,
And
is it
it's funny
cool?
because
Is it
anywhere
cool?
else you don't fucking want to walk in and ask for crack. But it says, yeah, it means fun or gossip or good times.
Yeah.
So you'd say,
Is it
great
hip?
crack, any crack,
Mhm.
or he had no crack.
No crack.
No crack.
Crackless. Never trust a crackless Irishman. Never.
Well, he obviously didn't live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I did find out how the Irish say cheers.
Okay, how do they say it?
So it actually translates into health and wealth, but they say sláinte
Cilantro.
sláinte. Sláinte is, I don't know the is in that because I don't know French. I know French, but that.
It's slancha. It just means health.
I know, but is like and. Is.
Slancha.
Like slancha is toincha.
Slancha is twancha.
Toincha.
I don't.
Means health and wealth.
Health makes sense.
But yeah, so
then it got
slancha.
shortened just into slancha.
Yeah, like so slancha. That's how I say.
It means health.
Okay, slancha.
Slancha to your health.
Slancha.
Good times.
Okay, pause. I have to pee really bad.
Oh,
And
thank
I was gonna tell you, you're about to die. You have
Ooh.
one.
I'm like starting to wiggle.
I have to-
That's not good.
I have to potty too.
Have you ever tangled with swords?
What are we talking about here?
Renaissance.
I know.
Are we talking about like lightsabers or tongues?
Neither.
Oh, then the answer is no.
Well, you should. If you're ambidextrous, you've got a very hot advantage.
Oh, is it like a baseball bat?
No, that's more of a club.
Okay. Well, we are celebrating Irish shit today.
All
I
right,
have
it's
no
all
idea
about
what
the
we're
clubs.
talking about for
It's
the
all
record.
about the clubs. I can teach you how to club a fucking seal. I'll tell you that
I
much.
think I learned that when I was 19 bartending.
Learned how to club a seal when you were
Okay.
19?
Yeah, well, they were mostly drunk people in the bar trying to start fights, but
Oh, yeah. Good for you. Right
yeah,
on.
they're
Right
scared
on.
of that fucking bat, especially when I'm holding it.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Props. Well
Dude.
done.
Boom.
People don't even know. They're like, oh, she seems really nice and sweet. Watch me.
Yeah, see what happens. Say the wrong thing.
Well, no, I'm not that easily offended, but
Mm.
people have. I have a line. Like
What
just-
is your line?
I think we all do.
Yeah, we all have a line.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll-
Okay, these are good.
They
I
are.
never really eat these.
Especially when they're
Those are-
soaked in booze.
Those are like the 1950s, kind of like airport, like, like
Well,
green bean casserole.
they're not green bean casserole when you take all the maraschino cherries out of the juice that you buy them in the jar, and you put them in the strainer that you do for like your
See it right
vegetables
over
and
there?
shit.
See it right over there?
No, because I'm not wearing
And
my
you rinse
glasses.
them or something?
Huh?
What do you do? Rinse them?
So
Yeah,
you
you
rinse
put
them
them in
off
brandy.
and then put them in a new jar, an empty jar, and fill that shit with vodka or brandy, and then let them stay in there for like a week. And then you could have like 3 cherries and might as well have had 3 shots.
Yeah, you feel good, huh? That sounds good.
Nice.
Okay, so earlier we were talking about the Irish slangs.
Mm-hmm.
We got through crack.
Yeah, we got through crack and how to say cheers.
Yeah.
Cilantro.
Solanche.
Cilantro.
Solancha. Okay, so a couple other ones, they really sound British to me, but I think it's just because I've been watching a lot of Geordie Shore lately.
Is that like Jersey Shore, but for
Yeah,
English
it's in
people?
Britain.
Wow.
It's in the Geordie Shore, which is I guess over there.
I
have no idea. It's in Newcastle, actually.
I would have never known where Geordie Shore is, except for the fact that it sounds like Jersey Shore, and of course.
Yeah, it's the
It's
same
parallel.
fucking thing. I swear,
Yeah.
if you go on Amazon and you look this show up, there's like 25 seasons of it, and you can binge it for like days, and it's all just like Jersey Shore. But it's like these British people, and
I think Jersey Shore maybe got it from
oh my
them.
gosh, they have their. I think it was going at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Because that was like MTV Britain, MTV or
Yeah.
whatever.
Snooki.
Yeah, and it was right at the same time, and they were doing the same thing: the
Mhm.
fake tan, the freaking partying, the getting crazy on camera, fighting, like
Wow.
all that shit. And
thought it was American.
they have a whole language. So when
Oh, they do?
yeah. So when they're
Oh,
getting
wow.
drunk, they say they're gonna get mo'o.
Yeah.
Mo'o.
Cockney
I
rolls.
mo'o.
Yeah.
And then they say like pissed, obviously, for being drunk,
Yeah.
and they say stuff like good crack.
Mm-hmm.
There's, she has, or they say like banter,
Mm-hmm.
and they say stuff like tash-on. Tash-on means make out.
Oh.
Tash-on. They
What
had a
is that?
tash on Tuesday.
I thought that was
and
a
tash-on.
snogging.
Yeah, I think that one too. And
Yeah.
food is scran.
Oh.
Is it?
I need
Doesn't
some
sound-
scran, like some food, something to eat.
Oh, Jersey Shore.
Scran.
Does
Or
it-
Geordie Shore. In British.
Doesn't
Britain.
sound very appetizing.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of like crazy stuff. Those people are crazy though. They're crazy.
Well, the fact I can't really imagine English people getting fake tans looking like Jersey Shore. That actually sounds fairly hilarious.
It is. You have to watch it. just to see what I'm talking about. Even 5 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they also say a lot of these. Was my point with that. I've heard a lot of them from that. But these are from an Irish girl. They say like your man. So like if like we came walking up together and you were referring to somebody's friend.
Yeah.
Or to my friend or to whoever, you would say your man. You know, where's your man or who's your man?
Like your friend.
Your man, yeah, or
Okay.
your mate.
Yeah.
It would be like the same thing as your mate, but they say your man.
Yeah.
Friend or person who you're with. And they say stuff like, what's the story? You know, like that means what's up. And which we kind of say that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that translate over. Or they say he's a sound guy. That means he's cool.
Sound
Yeah,
guy,
like he's
that's
solid.
Old school.
Right.
Yeah.
They say stuff like, stop the lights.
He's legit.
And that
He's
means
a
don't be
sound guy.
dramatic. Stop the
Oh,
lights.
I thought we were going to bed.
Stop the lights.
Yeah, stop the lights.
And
Is that
then-
kind of like how, you know, I don't know, I've been noticing lately people are talking about shade. Like people casting like shade on people, like talking shit or like just dampening, I guess, like whatever the situation is. So maybe I can see like how like stop the lights is like on the opposite end of the shade that people are trying to do maybe.
Yeah. Stop the lights.
That's I want to use that one. Stop your lights.
And then, I guess if you say cop on,
Cop on.
it means you're acting stupid.
Oh, let me look at this one. What is? Let me see. What is it?
Feck is
Feck?
like fudge or frick here. So like a
Yeah.
child could say feck in
And be okay with
Irish.
it.
Yeah.
It's like a feck off.
Yeah, feck.
Feck. Oh, I think I've heard that. Oh, Egypt. I like that one.
Egypt, they say Egypt
Yeah.
for idiot.
Cop on.
And leave it out just means like, done.
You're done.
Yeah. Like
Egypt was
they
my-
say stuff like, I can't be asked to do that. I can't be bothered.
Yeah. It's funny. The person
Pinky's up. No, I can't be bothered.
always when you drink a beer,
No.
you have to have pinkies up.
There you go.
So I dated a guy from Scotland, and so we had dated for about a year and a half. First 3 months of our relationship, we could not talk on the phone. I can't understand this fool.
You're like, I can't see your face, so I
Yeah.
don't know what you're saying.
And so he would get so frustrated with me. He would like, I'll just see you in a minute. And he wouldn't talk to me on the phone because I'd be like, what? And then the words that would come out of his mouth, and then like the first one that I didn't understand was Egypt. And he's like, don't be an Egypt. And I'm like, okay.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, and he's like, an idiot. Don't be an idiot. And I'm like, okay. But then when his friends from Scotland came to visit us, that was a whole new fucking language I'd never heard before. Never mind not talking on the phone for 3 months. Couldn't even be in person.
Hard to keep up.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's like Cockney rhyme. And like they would say oh, it's all in your loaf. Like loaf of bread, it's in your head.
Oh, okay.
Like it's all
it's all in
just
your
a
head.
loaf.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
And so like they would do that and like
Okay.
don't be a Barney, like Barney Rubble, don't get into trouble.
Yep.
So don't be a Barney, don't get into trouble.
Okay.
And so some of the shit that would come out of their mouths, I'm like, do I take notes?
Those are fucking genius.
Yeah, and I
love
was just
that.
like, it's hilarious. But I think the origin of Cockney rhymes is so they could evade law enforcement, like how they like code talk
right.
with people.
Right.
I think I remember him telling me something about like it used to be code talk, but now it's kind of like slang between England and Scotland, which is kind of cool, you know, because I mean, if somebody else is on the same page with you here, you could be like, oh, that girl's all on her loaf.
Right.
And she has no idea, and she's sitting right next to you.
No.
Your friend's like, totally.
Yeah, I love it. Little secret language because we're borrowing it from the others,
Yeah.
the foreigners.
They obviously did pick up on Pig Latin because that
Yeah.
didn't go nowhere.
The Geordie Shore people say,
Oh my god, I'm
doing
totally
my
drinking
head
this
in.
drink.
Doing my head in. I thought that one was mine.
You know, this one's yours.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to move it to you, and I totally just took a drink.
Are you sure? Mine has lipstick around the edge. Oh, it does. Yep.
Yeah, I totally drank it in your
Oh, it's
straw,
fine.
though. I don't have cooties. My brother gave me a cootie shot when I was 5. We're good.
That was a good one.
I surrendered my kidneys years ago.
Well, actually, I think the kidneys are working pretty well because when I went pee, it smelled like Midori.
Oh.
Just gonna say.
Well,
Too much?
No.
No, that's hilarious.
Not even that.
It makes you think about the asparagus.
Asparagus.
Or the burgers. Like, I noticed my burgers, I'm like, my kidneys, I'm sorry, but I just needed beef. I mean, I don't know, but it did smell like Midori. It wasn't the color of Midori.
You know.
True that. True that.
So just so everybody knows, I'm not. These are actually the laundromat gold coins, but I'm actually, well, according to my husband.
Oh.
According to my husband.
According to that damn man.
Actually, no. This is a good thing.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, according to that damn man, I'm a genius. Cause
Well, you're a fool. I'm kidding. What? Huh? How you doing?
I'm just kidding.
I love that.
Just got a little like.
You're gonna put a coin in there every time you piss her off.
Yeah,
Darren.
it's gonna get
Oh.
full. It's gonna get
We
full.
need more coins.
I know, we're definitely gonna need more coins. Where's my quarter bag?
I doth apologize, but it.
Yeah, so we have the laundromat, or the washers and stuff. And I didn't want to pay for the laundry anymore. So I figured out how to rewire it.
You just figured it out?
Yeah. So they have the little specs in, like, unscrew the top. You know where the numbers are, and like you can pick your buttons and shit. And then you have the ones where you put the coins in. So I unscrewed it, looked at the specs, kind of looked at some other ways, like what it's supposed to cross. I shaved off kind of some of the wires, and then touched the wires. Ta-da! Free laundry.
So has nobody figured this out yet?
No, just
Oh
me.
my gosh, you know why? Because the people who know, they ain't talking.
That's right.
They ain't talking.
It shows.
Well, they
So people put their money in and that still works,
Yeah.
too? But you just figured out how to make it work
Bypass.
whenever you go there?
Mhm.
Oh
So,
my
I
gosh,
will
you are a
literally-
genius.
I watch people go to that same washer that I have rigged, taking the wires off, and I watch them put their $1.75 in, and the machine works just fine. But I wait till they're done because I'm like, I shaved the wires off of that washer,
This
so.
is funny.
Ladies gotta know how to shave.
Well, I mean, it was a gray one and a red one. I mean, it said in the specs, like this one and this one, and I'm like, okay, well, let's pink. Ta-da! So my husband said I was a genius, and I
Yeah.
felt very accomplished in that moment. So now we get free laundry.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm just waiting for that person who just like figures it out and gets to get there.
Everybody in the place knows about the dryers, though. You know how you can hack the dryers? You press two of the buttons. So say you have you know how it has the high button, medium button, low, and delicates.
Mm-hmm.
You press the high and medium together at the same time, and then it like tricks the machine. You press start, and then you press the setting you want, and then start again. 3 minutes.
And you just figured that out through a sequence of fucking with the buttons.
Well, somebody actually told me about it,
Oh.
and then I tried it, and I was like, holy shit! Well, if I could do it with the dryers, I could probably do it with the washers.
Oh my gosh, this is fascinating.
So, yes. I'm very pleased with myself. If you couldn't tell. Where's
Good
my
job.
fan?
You're a genie. You're a
I
genie.
love it. I love it.
It's one of my.
I love a hustler, baby.
It's one of my brighter moments. I have some dark ones too, but we're not going to talk about that.
No, I mean, unless you want to.
Well, her name is Francesca, and we're not drinking Jameson, so there's
She won't come out.
she's not allowed to come out and play.
Wait.
There you go. Cocktail man.
Where did he go?
Yeah, tonight he is.
I
Tonight
was
he's the
being
cocktail
dirty.
man. Oh, like
Not even mad about it.
cause of cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Like
trying, I
cocktail?
was really trying to like figure out how it was gonna play in, but I just.
I just let it slide. It's no problem.
Oh, it's kind of like we're smoking cigars. Blah, 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 blah. See, I already started it. We're on our way. Definitely on our way.
Okay, action and boom. Welcome back. Thank you so much for listening. And we are here on KWFY Radio.
Hi.
KWFY. KYV.
Dude, I love that. High five. That's good.
Yeah, and
I like that.
It's funny because my friend who told me that, he actually was also a turd, and he turns it around and goes, queefy, and that was like the joke about it. But I was like, you know what? It's funny. That is funny to me.
I would.
Yeah, that's what freaking Shane said. I was like, you turd. Yeah, so now every time I think of Wifey, his little pun, then he had his joke after, and I'm like, all right. But I actually think it's hilarious, and it doesn't bother me at all. But I like the Wifey thing.
I wouldn't have laughed at the queefy thing, but what you just did with the acronym was just like, that was fucking solid.
Right? It's good.
Yeah. You're like, and people are like,
radio.
and it's like making people think too, like, what, is this an actual station?
Right?
Well, duh,
It could
you're
be.
watching it.
Yes. It is. It's happening in real time right now.
Real time.
Now.
Well, right now on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, if you're watching this, it's St. Patrick's Day.
hi.
And
We're coming to you from the past.
Back to the Future from the past.
Yeah.
Or, I was wanting to be a time traveler.
That was kind of awkward.
Past Rhea says, have a drink.
Future Rhea says have a drink.
Future Rhea's watching this. Hi.
And guess what? Present Rhea has
Rhea.
a drink.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, I'm at the end. We're keeping the bartender busy tonight.
It's Slancha.
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 Slancha. Yes.
All right, so I hear you have some
Let's hear the
really
jokes.
good dad jokes.
Well, I have good dad spreads.
Okay, so you have dad jokes.
Yes.
Okay.
A good dad spread. It's like, okay, Tinder. Everybody goes on Tinder, right?
Right.
No.
But everybody knows that Tinder is just about pure, just
It's
like
superficial.
superficial, right?
Yeah, you either swipe
So what
or...
you do is you go to Facebook Marketplace
My God.
and you look up divorcees looking for wedding dresses and you rank order them by size.
Wow.
Pro tip!
You just like put a whole new level in
On
like
creep.
Dirtbag.
Yes.
Yes.
Dad.
Extra creep.
like that's not even that's like above a fuckboy.
Oh no. That
Like not a fuckboy because fuckboys are like in their 20s and think like they're hot shit or whatever. But you're the creep. You're like the 40-year-old fuckboy creep that just
A sniffer. That's just a sniffer.
you just
You're just a sniffer.
created a formula
You're just a sniffer.
to get laid by creepers.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
love it.
What's wrong with that?
Apparently nothing.
You gotta get it where you fit in, man.
I mean,
I'm
I got
saying.
banned from Facebook Marketplace. Not for that.
I
Well, I
need
wouldn't imagine
I need
you
a cigar.
No, I did.
For that?
No. But I'm saying if you're doing that on
You were
Facebook.
you were hunting husbando
Oh gosh,
on
no.
fucking Facebook
No, I was
Marketplace?
trying to sell a pair of shoes.
Oh, well, that's different.
Hey, you never know where you can meet your soulmate,
Hey, you gotta give it.
or your fuck
Yeah.
boy,
So
or whatever.
So my name is Sarah, and I met my husband on Facebook Marketplace while buying a wedding dress in size 4.
It's gonna, this relationship is gonna last forever.
I'll give it till next Tuesday.
Exactly. He married me, and now I have half his money. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's actually no caption
Boom.
needed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your joke?
What's my joke? Oh, the piece of gum one.
Yes.
So my daughter gave me a joke when she was 5. I actually thought it was pretty hilarious. Maybe because she shares half of my chromosomes. I don't know. But she said, "Why did the piece of gum cross the road?"
Why did the piece of gum cross the road?
Because it was stuck to the chicken.
To which I say, The chicken was stuck to the sock.
Where was it stuck to the chicken? On its foot?
I would say on its bum.
On its bum? That's what I was thinking.
I would think it
It
was
sat
on its
down
bum.
on a piece of gum.
Yeah.
So the gum got a ride
It
across
did.
the street.
Definitely not on a sock because
Because socks are crusty.
Yeah. So I have a joke too. You want to hear it?
it's not crusty socks. Please tell me not.
No. It's about a couple of tampons.
Oh yes.
Oh, God.
This is gonna be good.
Is it about vampires?
No. Or it's not about bloody noses either.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that would that would be basic. I
Yeah.
ran
Too
into
basic.
something.
That's khakis. That's just two
Yeah.
khakis.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah.
beige khakis.
Yeah.
Two
You
tampons.
you definitely need tampons for beige khakis.
No, I just meant.
You just never know when a pad will slip up and your beige khakis will be
so
spotted
beige.
red. Yeah.
Spotted khakis.
Anyway, so they were walking down the street, the two tampons, and they were passing each other.
Ah.
And what do you think they said to each other?
You're gross. What did they say?
Nothing. They're both stuck up cunts.
I like that.
Not even mad about that.
It was a little more impactful the first time, but it's okay.
Not even mad about that.
I think
Yes.
I can relate though.
Because I've been stuck
If-
up cunts.
You know, because like if I'm not with a,
You've been one?
No,
Or
I've
you've been a
stuck
tampon?
up
You've
one.
been oh my god.
you've been a tampon.
Oh, Darren.
Ew,
Tampon.
gross.
Would you finish Alex's drink? God damn it.
I'm trying. I've been
The fucking
fishing.
boy is parched.
I've been
He's
fishing.
like 45
We
minutes.
gotta get him liquored up so we can bring him on camera.
Do you need some help?
Yes.
Is this some hand-eye coordination
Yes,
shit that we're
yes,
fucking
it's not working
struggling?
out for me.
You are a
It's
fucking
not working out for me.
bro. You are a fucking struggle bus.
You
know how we're gonna do this? It's my husband.
Well, look, I didn't feel comfortable doing that.
I can't even reach.
But
How am I?
No wonder.
I'm never gonna make a woman squirt.
That's
got
easy.
this.
You just go up and in.
Oh my gosh.
Here, you know what's gonna happen?
This show contains explicit content and adult behavior as well as innuendos and
The party tit might come out too.
yes. And if you don't like that shit, you better.
See?
I was gonna. Do you say
it ain't
tune
so
off?
easy, is it?
Tune off.
Tune out. Tune
Yeah.
out.
Tune out.
Turn it off right now,
Yeah.
you freaking
Go look at your.
prude.
Go look at your.
You got a problem?
Thank
Your home
you.
decor videos that you're trying to redo your house in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
I appreciate that.
Struggle bus. Just.
Sorry it took me long.
He can't even come on the screen until you got that. We're like fucking 20 minutes later.
I was trying.
You know what? That
Oh.
being said, we should probably just invite him to come up here and he can hang
Yeah,
out
come on up.
and
I'll-
have a drink with us. So,
We-
as we said
Take my
before,
spot.
I found
Take
a
my
no,
spot.
found a
Come around
drink.
here.
We found a seat for you, Alex.
so Jasper
This
is a metal
No,
wifey
take my
as well.
spot,
Her
man.
husband
This
is a musician
Take my
and
This
spot.
is Mr. Nix for
Mr.
all of
Nix.
you, in all intents and purposes, or
oh, look
because
at
everybody
you.
like on my shows. No,
It's
no,
an
right here.
Irish
That right
goose.
here.
He told me to take a spot.
It's an
so I'll take a
Irish
spot.
goose.
Oh, he probably needs a break.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. I'll just be right here next to this.
Thinking up your next dad joke.
Okay.
I'm just here for the dad jokes.
But yeah, so for all intents and purposes, whatever the fuck that means, why people say that, I don't have no
Yeah,
idea.
for the intense
But-
purposes.
All the people like on in the industry that see the videos and whatnot, they're like, oh, but what does Mr. Nix think? Well, guess what, guys? This is Mr. Nix.
I'm the lucky one. So
Oh, that's a good way to look at it. I love that.
I also had a dad joke to add.
Yes, I was
That's
gonna
okay.
ask you.
He actually has quite a few. I just can't remember any of them.
Okay. So this real story, by the way.
Real story.
Yeah. So I told my wife to embrace all of her mistakes. She gave me a sad look. She gave me a hug. So
Did I?
you.
Okay, finish.
Oh my god, now I get it.
okay.
That was a
okay.
good
I thought I was
one.
gonna lose everyone.
I love it. No,
Okay.
that was a good one.
Okay.
Embrace your mistakes, dear.
first of all,
And she
he's
embraced her
wearing
husband.
a King Diamond T-shirt, so he wins.
Oh, is that what
Okay.
that was?
Yes.
Period.
Totally missed that
King
one.
He said true story, by the way.
Is all you need
We're
to
still
know.
stuck on that over there?
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
Okay. That was pretty fast, I'm sorry. But
Oh my gosh.
Well, Rhea got it.
So
had to
introduce
throw it in
yourself. What's your name?
my name's Alex. I'm a
Alex.
bass player for multiple bands out there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Come
Yeah,
back.
so I used to tour the world and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's so amazing. You gonna sit over here, Gary?
If you think it's safe,
Okay, well come sit down
It's
because we're
cushy.
talking to Alex now.
I'm just gonna
this
sit
is by the way,
very
this is the first
gently.
time 2 people had to make my drink. 2 bartenders had to collaborate on my drink.
Yes, yes.
I-
It was
First time
a
ever.
I popped the cherries.
it was a passion project.
I had the green, she got the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are those tampons when you need them?
Stuck up.
I got some in my pocket.
Okay. So Alex,
Are you here?
I'm gonna let your wife interview you.
I've already interviewed him once before he was my husband. And it was really weird, might I say, because when I interviewed him, it was really hard to like push off the fact of like business, personal, because I had already had sex with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
we're putting
happen.
that out there.
And,
Oh,
but we were
yeah.
already dating.
Okay,
We were
let me
already
ask you
dating
a
at that
question.
point.
Let me
But
ask
I was
you a
like,
question.
I remember saying like, I don't know, like it's gonna be weird because we're like already together and I'm interviewing you like we're not together and it's gonna be really weird.
Right.
So I remember the whole time thinking like, I hope this isn't weird. I hope they don't think I'm like, oh, something.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If he was a Jedi, what color would his lightsaber be?
Blue.
That's a
Oh,
good answer.
You're so
you're
noble.
soothing.
Is that what that means?
Noble. Yeah,
Well, blue is.
blue is good.
Blue is good?
Well, like
Yes.
green is like hyper good, like stupid good, but blue
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
crafty good.
Yeah, I got a little bad in me.
Yeah, a little
I could go
baddish.
both ways.
Yeah,
Can you?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can go-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You know what's really weird? Is my husband used to have long hair.
Yeah,
did-
if
I did
people
too,
are watching
and then
this
it-
right now and they've seen you with long hair. This is what I look like on the daily with short hair.
I did too, but then my forehead became a 5 head, and I started wearing hats.
So that's another thing. So you used to have a podcast,
Yes.
and it was like a metal
Yeah.
podcast thing where you
Between
would.
Music and Mayhem, it was a metal podcast for metal musicians, reviewing bands, talking to artists, and just, you know, getting the daily scoop on them to make them more, I think it was more of just connecting them with their fans.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
she got the daily scoop. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
That was not aired on that podcast.
Wait. Did you say the Daily Soup or the Daily Scoop?
Daily scoop.
Because
Got
if you
soup.
said the Daily Soup, I'd have to probably maul you. Because that's just bad.
Well, we did
Oh,
we
you
did go
love it.
grocery shopping once together.
That's good.
The daily soup, right?
No,
Yeah.
but that's soup du jour. That's not daily soup.
Supplies.
No,
That's
soup du jour is soup of the day. That's
Yes!
what it means.
God.
yep.
We can
As
officially
in-
say my bartender's a little buzzed.
That's usually
Yeah.
how it is.
Hey, that's okay. You sampled the
rock
goods. Excuse me.
So,
Yeah, so that's how you guys met. You were going to his shows and stuff, or what?
actually, no, I had not even seen him play on stage until after we dated.
Bass players.
Because he played, like, when we first met, he played that day.
She wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
And the other times I've
Never.
seen him at like shows and whatnot, I'd be like, "Hi, Alex," and then he'd be like, "I'm like, okay, he just forgot my name or like whatever. So I'm gonna go now." And turns out he was just like stupefied of
You're shy?
yeah,
Aww.
and being a creeper. So when I'm like, you know, brick by brick, how's the patio? I'm like at the other end, smoking a cigarette, talking to my friends. He's creeping on me from the other end by the door, just staring at me instead of talking to me. And I don't find this out until after we started dating. I'm like, bro, why did you just say hi? He's like, well, you look like you're having fun with your friends. I'm like,
Yeah.
2 years later, here we are. But yeah, no, so I never seen him play because I really didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So true story. We met and I was like touring, doing all kinds of stuff all over the place. And I remember meeting her, and admittedly, I saw her walk through the door. And I
You
was
been
I was
thunderstruck.
That's the babe I met a while ago. What's her name? So I didn't want to approach her not knowing her name, being like that idiot.
That you met her before, yeah.
So when I come up and say, hi, Alex, his face is like,
Oh, because he doesn't know your name.
Yeah. So it was a total embarrassing moment, but it's like, things happen. It's like you're meeting like thousands of people like a year. It's like,
but that's the one girl that let you borrow her Sharpie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the bass player's dichotomy.
Doubtful.
It is. I guarantee it.
No,
It
because
is.
the other bass player used to draw dicks on people's faces while they passed out.
Yeah, that's not a bass player. That's a
He,
douchebag.
he was
Got called out.
he was a pretty good bass player though.
Doesn't matter. He's still a fucking douchebag.
He was 47 years old.
Said enough.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
So the first time I saw
Not
Alex,
a narcissist is the point.
oh, definitely not a narcissist.
That's
Definitely
the
not.
point. That's why you avoid GPS, which is guitar player syndrome, and you avoid LSD, lead singer's disease.
Okay, well that is why I did not want to date a musician ever because I've been in the industry.
Yeah,
and I know
bass
how
players
people
aren't
are.
musicians.
So
The music industry.
Alex is actually
We're the
only
industry. We're the songwriters. We're the ones that get it done.
Get it done. Okay.
So
Okay, continue.
I
Sorry.
was not.
it's okay.
I did not want to date a musician because I was in the industry and I knew how these fools are, and I'm like, nope. And so Alex was actually the second musician I dated, and against my better judgment, for both of
That's
them.
true.
And I was gonna say something, and I just totally space cadetted.
You're surrounded by bass players. Women can't think around bass players. It's a wonderful talent.
well,
I'm sorry.
Funny. Oh no, now I remember because seeing Alex play on stage for the
Because I've
first time.
allowed it. No, I'm sorry. He has.
Yeah, no. So the first time I saw him play on stage after we started dating was the actual time I actually gave him my attention and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to your show and I'm actually gonna watch you play." And then I brought my best friend Garrett, and we were kind of late, and then we got in, and he's like, "Where's Alex? Where's Alex?" And I look over, he's already on stage playing. I was like, "There he is, right there!" And Garrett's like, "Oh my gosh, he's like a rock god." And I was like, "Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I don't know who that man is. That is not my boyfriend, because who he is off stage is so mellow compared to the animal he is on stage."
Yeah.
My man.
I looked over and
My
I was
man.
like,
Come on, my man.
I told Garrett, I'm like, I don't know who that guy is. But
Yeah.
apparently I'm dating him. He's like a rock god. And my friend Garrett is a very, very skilled drummer.
Right.
He's legit. And for him for that to come out of his mouth to see another musician and to give that kind of clout for that was really oh, okay, cool. But then for him, I was still confused because I'm I don't know this guy on stage because I've never seen that guy.
Because he's a bass player.
Well, no, it was just really funny. So that was the first time I ever saw him actually play on stage.
Same thing.
And because it's funny because people would be like, "Oh, didn't you watch him play? Is that not how you met him?" Dude, I don't want to fucking have date a musician. I know what you guys are about. Psh.
Smart.
But not him.
It's-
He was not that.
It's performance.
At least not after me.
Yeah.
If you're a performer, you love to perform.
Well, yeah, no, your stage presence and
Because you
performance
could be
is
one
very
person
huge.
off the stage, but if you're passionate about what you're doing, regardless of what industry you're in, once you're on stage and you're doing it in front of people, a camera, whatever,
Yeah, you get in the zone,
and you
man.
love that,
You get in the zone.
you're gonna give that energy.
Auto zone.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we were talking about too, about with podcasts, interviewing metal musicians and bands and stuff, getting kind of that retrospective, okay, this is their stage performance and reviewing them as a performer, as a musician, but then bringing that bridge to actually connect them with fans and they're people too. They're fucking weirdos just like the rest of us. So I got a real big weirdo.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
I
And
saw,
he
I saw
apparently
his gaming rig.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Weirdo.
Yeah, so super nerd calling me out.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I'm a super
Takes
nerd.
one to know one.
I've been building
Exactly.
PCs since I've been 13.
For sure.
Yeah.
First thing I said when I walked in this place, like, nice rig. And I wasn't talking about his base.
Oh.
That's a good gaming
Darren,
rig.
he's wearing pants.
Well, he'd look better in a kilt.
Oh.
Oh.
He actually has some.
I see he's one
She's gonna
fist,
call me out right now.
please.
I'm gonna call him out and he knows what I'm gonna say too.
Call me out.
He actually has camo pants that I cut into Daisy Dukes.
They're called Ranger shorts.
Oh my
Ranger
god.
Yeah.
Or Ranger panties.
Yeah.
In
No.
the military community.
Yeah.
You
No.
don't understand.
And
No.
so he was supposed to have a going
No.
away party, and he was wearing his Aloha shirt I got him with little flamingos, and these camo cutoffs, Ranger shorts, booty
Nice.
shorts, and he totally wore them, but he still wore them with boxer briefs underneath, so his nuts were hanging out. But it would have been funnier
I
if
didn't
they
want to
were.
shock people.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
But yeah, he does have those still.
And you have zero problem with the stuff that she does with her OnlyFans and stuff. Does that does it make you like her more? Is that something that's like, I know that sounds weird because you guys are married, so you couldn't like her more. But I'm curious.
Oh, yes,
just to
No,
get
yeah,
into your
no,
head.
I get the
Like,
question.
are you into it, or are you just like okay with it?
Yeah, I get the question. So, I was the one that
Actually initiated it.
I encouraged her to do what she likes.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, don't do something you're not going to like, right? I'm not going to force you into something, but it's like, if that's where you want to go, I'd be totally down for that.
Right.
So it's like, I just wanted to
Yeah.
be supportive of her and what she wanted to do, and I made it really adamantly clear, like, if you're not into it, don't do it. Like,
Right.
Don't do something that you're not going to like, or it's going to make you feel bad about yourself, you know?
No.
And she was like, yeah, I think I want to try that. I was like, go ahead, because I'm a dude. So I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead. Like, that's not no problem to me.
Nice.
And some guys out there would be like, you know,
Probably
not
into
down
it.
for that
right.
kind of stuff, you know? So
Well,
I get
it's
the question,
just-
I get the
People ask
question, it's
me-
like, how can you be okay with that? It's
Well,
like
not that I even think that, because I just am wondering.
Yeah,
No,
well,
like,
no, a lot
I
of
would
people
get-
do. A lot of people ask me, like, what are your...
what
the dynamic.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
And a lot of people know that I'm married. But people that even know me from the industry, they know that I'm married. And they always ask me, well, what does your husband think? And honestly, the first time it was even brought up, it was kind of like a joke. Like when it was proposed to me, like somebody like scouted me for something for the industry. I was like, oh, this is so funny. Like, let me tell you about this. And I thought it was like going to be like a big joke. And he was all, well, why not? And I was like, what? So then it was something that I was already like, I would have been interested in, and I've already been there. Like we talked before, like I danced through college, and then I didn't for a while. I worked for the corporate world. I owned my own business, and then went back to dancing, and then propositioned for the adult industry. And he was just like, why not? And it was no longer a joke, and I was like, okay, well now I have to like think like, is this like?
well, and it's a
good?
job. You
It
have
is.
to
It
keep
is a
up
job,
with the
yeah.
content. You
Yeah.
have to
And
do it all. You have to keep
It
up
is, and
with all of it.
a lot of people don't understand though too in the industry. Like they're like, oh, like guys especially. Guys will always try to
Well, they're
message me.
jealous.
Well, no, they're not jealous. They all message
Possessive.
me,
Well, like,
and I don't respond back to a lot of them. Sorry, guys, but I just can't.
Well, yeah.
But I get a lot
duh.
of propositions of like, oh, tell me how to be a male talent. Like, how do I get into the porn industry? I'm like, bro, let me tell you one thing. You're gonna be the lowest paid in the totem pole, and that's even if you get
You
that.
find a girl and you get in with her.
Yeah,
That's
well,
how
that's
you
what I told
fucking
them. I was
run it.
like, you get ratings by the people you work with.
Yeah.
And
Get ready to perform for 3 hours straight.
yeah, and if you don't like
So.
taking Viagra,
Yeah.
good luck.
It's
Yeah.
not, it's
And-
not
Oh,
like it is on
they
video.
used
like
to call us
imaging.
woodsmen, but they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, and they
'Cause
don't.
now you can
And they
just
do
go,
not have fluffers either.
Nope.
There are not such thing. Your fluffer is called Viagra.
yeah. It's called
So-
Little Blue Pill.
Yeah, and there's usually candy dishes at every industry party.
Oh, yeah. And you snort them.
Well, no, I've never seen that, but okay.
Well, you
Well, it's
get
like-
them underneath your tongue. You go like this.
So that's what he was doing.
Well, circling back to the original question is like,
Yep.
you know, be comfortable with yourself. Do something that's going to make you happy because.
And don't
You know,
be an
I'm a little bit of
egotistical,
a weirdo, so
jealous
I'm into
prick.
it. It's
Yeah.
cool, but I want to be supportive of her. But it's also my thought process is like, you're only young for so long. Do what makes you happy, and if that's what incorporates it, you know, celebrate your body and what you have, and be proud of that. And
I mean, also at the end of the day, like, business is business, personal is personal. Like, what I do in the industry
Yeah,
is
porny.
business.
Porny
It's
and
not something that I take home with me. Granted, we have our own personal life that we celebrate together, but it has nothing to do with what I have going in the industry. Like, what we have in our separate life is completely separate from who I am in the adult industry. And we can celebrate both of those. Like, we can celebrate my accomplishments in the industry, and we can celebrate each other with the dynamic that we have off screen as well.
there's a lot of people in the industry. I mean, people in the industry get together with each other too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
you watch a lot of videos and stuff, and you know people.
They
You know
always-
that there's marriages and like
It's
people
the same.
that are together.
There are
and then the
marriages,
industry,
yeah.
it's possible. It's like those people get together, just like how stand-up comedians get together because like they're in the same industry. They
It's the same
understand
thing as
each other.
theaters. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
And
like
then
you
they
go to
get-
Noonan's
they have
over
that
there in
mutual
Hillcrest.
understanding, like how Jasper's saying that they understand what it is.
Yeah,
So it's
right,
like-
they
it's
understand
like
the dynamic.
Business is business, but it's
Yeah.
like they also enjoy it though too because you see those people in the industry and they enjoy doing what they do. But
They're-
like when they're together, that's a separate
It's different,
thing.
yeah. Their personality and their dynamic with the person off the camera is a completely different person. It's like any person that's in drama or the music industry. We were talking about stage presence and their persona
Theater,
on stage.
comedy,
It's the
you go
same
to
thing. Like who
performance.
you are on camera, you're performing, and who that person is. Like somebody's like, oh, like I would love to have sex with you just for like blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, you're not getting that for sure. I mean, on so many different levels, because who I am on camera and who I am off camera are two completely different people.
Right.
But you're
And-
selling that idea.
But yeah,
That-
you
that's
sell
whole
the
thing. It's-
idea.
Well,
It's
of
like
course,
actors,
for money.
actors
You
that,
know,
that
I mean,
do
yeah.
movies. They're
Yeah.
selling the
Well,
character.
and it's just the same as musicians. Musicians are selling something on stage.
Comedians.
Movies, comedians, like they are selling
Actors,
something. They're marketing a product.
I would argue deeper, like just intellectually, it's like if you're selling that emotional connection that happens in the
It
moment.
is,
of
yeah,
the
because it
entertainment.
is, 'cause
That's
a
what
lot of
movies
people-
are. That's what music is. That's what the porn industry is all about.
Yeah, and
It's
the
like
porn,
you're selling that moment to that
Well,
person
and
to
that-
emotionally connect.
especially with porn, it's deeper because it's secret. A lot of people.
Well,
are
it's also
not,
verboten. It's taboo.
Like taboo.
It is, yeah. So that's
So
why
that's
it,
why
it goes
it's
even
even
deeper
more
to
grabby.
in a
That's why the
sense where
industry-
people, like your fans will connect with you on a different level than they would on other people, is because they're connecting with your character in private, like
But it's not
in
you.
their secret room. It's not me.
Right. It's
your
my
performance.
character.
Right,
And
Yeah.
they feel like they're connected, and it's because of that secret place that they have within themselves that they just happen to like bring me into, you know, like unknowingly. So sometimes it gets a little weird, but but you know, it is a product, and you know, everybody has their thing. So
And that's why people can be fans.
Yeah.
You know, like they're a
And I
fan of your
appreciate
work,
all of them.
You know, it's not a fan of like.
Well, that's
you are,
what-
like, some people are like.
Well, that's
go
what
overboard.
OnlyFans is about.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
people are overboard. Like this is who you are as a person, but they're like buying into the character 100%. There's other
Right.
people that realize what they're doing, and they're like, I'm a fan of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, there's those people out there. That, like,
Yeah.
Well, sure.
That's why there's the
There's the
creepers, the
OnlyFans
weirdos,
guys that
and
are
there's
just
the
like
people-
going like, yeah,
Well, they're
this
looking
is
for- they're the
flipping
people-
my lid.
Yeah.
And
they're
there's
the ones
the
that
ones
skip
that think,
through half
I'm
of the
going to
porn
get that one.
to the good
Yeah.
It's a
stuff.
different thing.
Yeah.
there's
They're not there for the full content.
There's a
Yeah.
guy
Just
that's like, naive and has the unrealistic
Yeah.
thing in his mind. He's like, oh, I can make this happen. Or and then there's the other people like, I know exactly what's going on, but I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. Like, I do appreciate all my fans, and like, even the messages I can't respond to, I appreciate them. Like, I do see them, but sometimes I just can't. There's nothing I can respond to at the moment. But I do appreciate all of it. I appreciate all my followers, the fans, the people that buy my videos on OnlyFans. Like, like it wouldn't even be possible for me to keep working to serve you guys if you weren't my fans. So I appreciate you guys so much.
So subscribe.
Yeah, definitely
Yes.
subscribe.
Come on, subscribe, do it. Fucking hit the button. Hit the button.
The more fans she
This
has,
is
the more
Irish.
she
Hit
can
this.
do.
Hit this.
What's that?
The
Oh,
more
sorry.
fans she has, the more
Hit
she
the
can do.
button.
That's
So if you're
true.
It's
interested in
fun.
checking it out.
It's mighty fine for you.
Okay, thank you. Finally, we're back to Ireland.
I'm sorry, I go
I
straight
was
Austrian.
waiting for a bicep to come out.
So currently, Alex, you're looking for
Hold
a
on.
project to
Hold
make.
Yes,
on.
that's right.
Your clothes,
Oh, yeah.
give them.
I guess I'm a free agent when it comes to being a bass player. I've played tons of metal.
No, you're not a
So-
free agent. You're a radical.
He's available
Yeah, so
for
guess
headhunting.
to answer the question, yeah, I am looking. There's a lot of changes in my life. You know, I just turned 30 and we're focusing on a lot of stuff here at home. But it's like I do want to get back into playing music eventually. But
makes
it's
me
just the
very
right
happy.
thing that's gonna be right for me.
Right.
That's gonna make me want to do it. And be
Yeah.
passionate about it.
And
Video
him, it being
games.
right for him is also right for me because his happiness revolves around music. So when he's not playing music, he's not happy. And I notice. But when he is playing music, he is happy. And I notice. And I like it better when he's playing music.
Yeah.
Me too.
Awesome. I can't wait for it.
Yeah. So I'm looking. We'll see if I find something in the future.
We're glad you're excited.
I'm not
Hey,
rushing it at all by any
I'm
means.
always pumping up
I was
bass
actually really
players.
surprised because he was playing along with some children of Bodom tonight. And he had me listen to one of the songs before you guys
Bodom.
came.
Come out,
And I was
Bodom.
listening to it and I was like, that's
That's
pretty,
hard
That's
work.
pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Especially because he has a dingwall. And like, I love the sound that dingwalls make. And
You said
like,
Dingwall.
Dingwall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a great bass,
And-
Amazing bass.
but it's also a funny thing to
I got it
say.
from a really good local
It
friend of
is,
mine.
but like the sound of it is
Oh yeah,
like
amazing.
when you hear there's like everybody must have a musical instrument that resonates within their core.
Oh yeah.
Like when it shakes you to your core that you're like, whoa, I feel that. Like bass and the kick drums for me. So when you feel that and like dingwalls definitely resonate to my core. It's like, whoa, the sound that they make is like, whoa. Okay, I'm
It's
high.
very
I'm here.
tooly.
Shout out to Dingwall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in
the
Canada.
frequency.
Yeah,
Dingwall.
the frequencies,
Mr.
yeah.
Dingwall that
And
met
there
him,
is.
man.
There's other
See,
frequencies
no, I'm
that
a
I just
dark
can't
glass
handle.
dude.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm a dark glass guy.
It just
but-
doesn't do me. But like kick drums, especially double bass and bass players, like the bass for bass
Oh,
guitars.
the
Yeah, double bass and bass guitars that's like what hits me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It, like, puts me on a different level.
I'm glad you did it one more
Nice.
time just to reiterate.
You play her frequency.
yeah, you play my frequency.
Yeah, I make the booty shakes.
Yeah.
Nice.
He did, actually, no, it only happened once at a wedding, and he ended up on the floor air guitaring to, what was it, AC/DC?
It was on a ferry.
Oh, was
we
it
were-
A wedding
Thunderstruck?
reception where I did a sliding knee slide into
My
an
cousin
air
does not
guitar
dance.
solo into AC/DC.
Yeah.
I forget what song it was, but
So-
it was a good time.
15 minutes prior, I was trying to get him to dance. He's like, no, I don't dance. I'm like, just dance with me. We're at a fucking wedding. You know, we're at my friend's wedding. And then AC/DC comes on. I'm at the bar getting a fucking drink. Next thing I know, he's in the middle of a fucking circle on his knees playing the air guitar.
He said let's dance, you said let's dance. Let's do it.
So it was one of those things where like I was just in the moment and I was like, I'm gonna slide into this doing an air guitar solo.
Literally.
And I just was feeling it. So like I did it.
He
And we were just
definitely
having a good
felt
time. It was a whole wedding,
Yeah.
ambiance party thing.
That's
And
a
I get
beautiful
up and I was
thing.
like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, kind of walk around a little bit, like feeling the music. And I see like two other guys, are like, all right,
One of
now
them
it's
was
my
the
turn to do
husband.
that. And they do the run and slide and like do the air guitar. So I was like, all right, I started
Nice.
a trend.
Yep,
Okay, this
you
is
started
cool.
it.
And one of them was the husband that my friend married.
Husbando.
Because in our group, there was only two metalheads before Alex and I. It was only her husband at like her future husband, and then me. We were the only metalheads in the group. Everybody else liked EDM. So we'd go to metal
Oh,
shows together.
K-pop.
And not K-pop, no. But we'd be the only ones going to metal shows. Everybody's like, fuck you guys.
I like synth.
And so Alex definitely like clicked with him on that because like we were like all metalheads. And so when they're like all doing their little metal like slide-ins or whatever, and I turn over from the bar and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I had to pull an Angus Young.
Angus.
I'm telling you,
Come
I wish
on,
we had an
Angus
area where we
beef.
could get you to do
Yeah.
that right now.
He pulled
No.
off.
Move the table, no.
If you were the size of my dog, she does a
She would
great.
freak out.
No, she
Oh,
does
she
great.
does the slide.
So when we throw her toy, she's like already used to the wood floors. So she'll like slide into her toy and then slide back out into the couch with her toy. And sometimes when I catch it too close to the wall, she'll run into the wall.
Oh, yeah, right into
she'll
the wall.
slide right into the wall and then go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But well, thanks for having
Oh
Alex.
my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I just
This
wanted
is
to say
wonderful.
Angus beef.
Absolutely, and we definitely have to do this again.
Definitely, yes.
Next time-
We'll have a
Yeah,
We'll have
Next
a-
time,
Yeah.
may
Secret
I offer?
confessions of
May I
Wifey
offer?
times 2 plus a new drink to make for ourselves.
Yes,
May I
we'll have
offer
to do
this
a new
power?
drink every
Take
time.
20 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
May
20
I
minutes.
offer and
I
proffer
think you have no
next
concept of
time,
time.
my place, I've got my whole living room like sound treated so there's
So
no
they
like
can't hear the
reverb.
We're not shooting that, Darren.
No, that's the dungeon.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, I love dungeons.
A little
I
jealous.
love this.
That's different.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you.
This
Next
was
time,
awesome. Happy
my
St. Patty's
spot.
Day.
it was
What do they
lovely
say
to meet
again?
you.
What do they say?
Sláinte.
In Irish,
Sláinte.
sláinte. Sláinte.
Chabella, you bastards.
Oh my god, Darren, you're funny.